Happy Tuesday, Patriots fans. I know it's a little bit early to be talking about the 2025 NFL draft, but I've seen multiple articles. I know you guys been in the comment section asking me, Allie, do you want an offensive lineman? Do you want a wide receiver? What position is going to help Drake Maye the best be able to succeed? So I wanted to break down just a quick little video here talking about where the Patriots are standing right now, about halfway through the season, and what they should be looking at to help Drake Maye and help the Patriots have a winning record next year. So before we hop into that, let me go ahead and tell you guys about the records going on right now through Week 11. You have the Jaguars right now with one of the worst records at 2-9, which is unfortunate because one of those wins came against the Patriots. The Browns at 2-8, one of those wins came against the Ravens. The Raiders 2-8, the Giants 2-8, and the Panthers 3-9. So now you're probably wondering, where do the Patriots fall in that lineup? Well, the Pats right now are 3-8. Yes, we only have 3 wins so far this season, which is unfortunate because I do think, especially in the last 3 weeks, we've gotten so close to being in that win category that I personally don't feel like we're a 3-8 team. But as of right now, that could be a good thing heading into the NFL draft, but it just matters how the Patriots want to finish out their season. So through Week 11, here is what the FPI predictions state. And this is Football Power Index, which pretty much covers the rankings, the predictions, and the stats that come with a record. The average draft position right now is about 4.5, but FPI has the chance for the Patriots to earn that number 1 pick at a very, very low percentage, which is good, which means we're not the worst team in the NFL at about a 15% chance. But to have a top 5 pick, that's about a 67% chance. So we could really fall somewhere between number 4 through number 6. FPI's chance to earn a top 10 pick, well, that's at almost 100%. So you guys could probably predict with the Patriots so far this season, heading into Week 12, that it's looking like we're going to get number 1 through number 10, which could be bad, but also could be very good for a rebuilding system heading into next year. So before I break down anything else on this show, I want to ask you guys here real quick, which 2025 pick do you want for New England? This will be the pinned comment under today's video. So if you guys want to take a moment and go right now down to the comment section and answer this question, you're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break, but don't worry, we've got plenty more to discuss. So just sit through that, comment down below, and then we'll get into it. All right, if the season ended today, New England would have had the 6th pick. It's a little unfortunate because that is kind of in the middle of the pack. Even I know when I'm in my fantasy draft and I get number 6, I'm like, damn, I could go running back, go wide receiver. I could go defense, I can go quarterback. So when you have a 6th pick like that, I do think that it does help you out in terms of what the Patriots need, which is an offensive tackle, a guard, and a wide receiver. And just to kind of get the overall picture here of what Tankathon, which is a real thing, is saying the 2025 NFL draft order would look like right now if the season ended, you got to look at this. Who needs a quarterback? Tennessee, the Giants, Cleveland, the Raiders. If you really think Trevor Lawrence is your guy, then Jacksonville might not. But the good news is that while the teams ahead of us do need what we need, we don't need a quarterback. They do. And that is primarily what goes very early in the first round. So I do think with New England being at that 6th spot, you can get a pretty good offensive tackle / wide receiver / guard at that number 6 because we don't need a quarterback. That's kind of what you want in that top 3 area. And the Patriots do still have opportunities to maybe move down a little bit in the rankings, and that's up to you guys whether or not you want to move down in draft picks or if you want to keep losing this game. It's really up to you. But the Patriots, in my opinion, have 3 more games they could win. I do think they will win this Sunday against the Miami Dolphins. I do think they can take down Anthony Richardson and the Indianapolis Colts. And then I maybe think they could take down the Arizona Cardinals. I'm leaning more so like 30-70 here in terms of a win, just because if Kyler Murray and James Conner, they do end up playing the way that I have seen them play in wins, we're doomed. But I have seen the Arizona Cardinals really hurt themselves in terms of turnovers and fumbles, so you could have 3 more wins in this season. But you do have 6 more ball games. After that Week 14 bye, the Patriots face the Bills, the Chargers, and then the Bills. It's just, no. The Bills are, right now, in my opinion, I think they're going to the Super Bowl. I think that's 2 fat losses right there. The Chargers, who are also number 2 in their division right now, I think maybe number 1, that's another loss as well. So if New England really wants to maybe move down a few spots with those 3 wins, you could still get a really good player and still stay in that top 10. But I do not see them winning all 6 games moving forward. So my last question here for you guys before I jump into who I think the Patriots should maybe target with that first pick. Do you think New England will have a top 5 pick? Because Football Power Index right now thinks they have a 67, I think, percent chance at being in the top 5, while 95% chance of being in the top 10. So let me know what you guys think in terms of what you just saw with the rest of their schedule. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Coming up, I'm going to give you guys a little preview of my top NFL draft picks with that possible number 6 standing and who I think New England should take. So stick around for that. But before I jump into that, I do want to tell you guys real quick to go test your skills on Prize Picks, the number 1 daily fantasy sports app in America. They help our lights stay on, and I'm going to be honest, they help fuel my game days with so much fun. I play this every single game day, especially because you guys have crossover season right now. You can do football, basketball, hockey, what else going on? Call of Duty even. I mean, there's something for everybody. So if you guys want to test out your skills, it's super easy to do so. All you have to do is just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks, not to mention the promotions. That's definitely a reason why I keep coming back. I love things on discount. And every Tuesday, they have Taco Tuesday. They're going to give you a discounted projection on a player's stats. And then every Friday, they've got Flex Friday, which is win or your money back up to $20 guaranteed. So remember how I said it's crossover season? Well, that means I like mixing and matching. I'm going to take the Celtics and I'm going to take the Patriots. I've got more on both. Al Horford to have more than almost 10 points against the undefeated Cavaliers, and then Drake Maye to have more than 215 passing yards going up against the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. I like to pick more. That's just how I play. So if you guys want to play, all you have to do is download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app. Use promo code CLNS. This will give you guys $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app, because what time is it? It is time to run your game at Prize Picks. All right, let's talk about a couple of top draft picks here for the New England Patriots if they were to have that number 6 spot. And even if they do move down to possibly number 8, maybe even up to number 5, I do think they still have an opportunity to get one of these 3 players. The first player I'm looking at here, you guys know I've talked about this before, is that I love Will Campbell from LSU. I am a big fan of the Patriots just completely going for maybe even their first 2 picks to bulk up their offensive line. And you also do forget that you do still have Cole Strange, who was a first-round draft pick back in 2022, who's been coming back for an injury. So he's still pretty fresh. So if you add another pair of an offensive lineman along with that to build a pocket for Drake Maye, I think this offensive line takes a huge step up. He's projected to be a top 5 pick, and I know you see that weight and that height. That's a big boy. 6'6", 325 pounds. That is a wall. If I'm Drake Maye, I want this guy right in front of me. PFF is going to give him an overall grade of 72.8. And the reason why I love Campbell is because he doesn't have just one skill set. He's very good at pass blocking. He's even better at run blocking, which is something that we are sorely lacking on the offensive line. So I do think if you can get a guy that is very versatile, maybe even if you want to hone in on one of those specialties, whether it's pass block or run block, I think you're just going to hit the lottery with this kid if you do happen to fall in the top 10 for a draft pick. But you could also, even if you move down a couple of spots here, still grab Kelvin Banks. He's the offensive tackle from Texas. You guys know him. You love him. And obviously LSU and Texas are 2 powerhouses right now in college football. And something about somebody like Kelvin Banks, while I do think his skill set is pretty similar to what Will Campbell can offer, is that Kelvin Banks is a little bit shorter, 6'4", 320 pounds, but he gives me that Cole Strange type of vibe. He can play guard. or he can play outside, which will be very helpful in an offensive line that has switched up so much for the Patriots. You've moved Mike Onwenu from the right guard to the right tackle. You have maybe even thought about putting Cole Strange at a guard rather than a center. You put Verdarian Lowe on the right side. You put Sidy Sow on the right side. So if you've got somebody that can kind of mix and match around, it's going to prove for a more versatile Patriots offensive line, which is why I really do like Kelvin Banks Jr. I'm not going to be upset at all if they end up even passing on a Campbell to get a Banks, because he has a PFF grade of 81.5 right now. But what happens if the Patriots decide to not go with an offensive tackle or a guard? Well, you're looking at the almighty duo of the wide receiver / cornerback in Travis Hunter. Now, because you guys did already see that tankathon projection for where the Patriots are going to land here in the NFL draft, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get somebody like Travis Hunter, but you're looking at a 74 reception, 911 receiving yards type of player, not to mention almost double digits in touchdowns. Travis Hunter is the full package. Absolutely. There is still no answer as to whether he's going to play wide receiver or cornerback in the NFL, so that definitely could persuade the Patriots to whether or not they want to draft Travis Hunter, that middle of the pack in the top 10. But you also got to think, if he does end up playing cornerback, you're looking for somebody to pair up with Christian Gonzalez. If you want to talk about the best secondary in the NFL, it would be Travis Hunter and it would be Christian Gonzalez. But you're also looking for a top wide receiver for Drake Maye. Yeah, he's got Pop Douglas. Yeah, he's got Hunter Henry. But Drake Maye doesn't have that Justin Jefferson. He doesn't have that Amon-Ra St. Brown. He doesn't have that A.J. Brown. So you're still looking for a guy like a Travis Hunter that can come out and be Drake Maye's right-hand man, because right now Jalen Polk's not doing it for Drake. So I could see him going top 3, which would be unfortunate for the Patriots. They would have to go back to their offensive line. But you guys know how I feel. I do not want a wide receiver. I don't. What is the point of having a wide receiver if your ass is getting sacked? Nothing. So I'm fully 110% on the offensive line train. I am. I think Travis Hunter is going to be great. I think that he may not even be available for us to get him with where we are projected to be at in the 2025 NFL draft. I think Travis Hunter could go top 3, in my opinion. So I'm going to go offensive line. If you guys want to go wide receiver, I get it. I absolutely do. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And as always, I will keep updating you with how the draft is looking for the New England Patriots. You know, I still have hope the Patriots can win a couple more ball games, but I just wanted to get this on your radar a couple months ahead of the NFL draft. So if you guys want more information, it's super easy. All you have to do is hit subscribe.